Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Suci Karomah, and now here I would like to present the instruments that used in the journal that we have searched before. Okay, so uh, first of all, I am one of the group 5 members, which means consists Arika Mardati and myself, Suci Karomah, Ratu Gadis Megah Catur Junita, Aulia Farah Yunizar, and also Rani Sapitri. And for the first journal is called Quantitative Research, a Successful Investigation in Natural and Social Sciences. And the instruments that used in that journal is the instruments used in this journal article include structured research instruments such as questionnaires or computer software for data collection. And next, the journal name the use of quantitative research method and statistical data analysis in dissertation and evaluation study. The instruments that used in that journal is include research concept, research instrument, validity and reliability instrument, and data reduction, data presentation, and verification procedures. For the research concept is defined as the theoretical review, appropriate variable decision through clear indicators, and the indicator is taken from trusted theoretical resources. For the research instrument, appropriateness of research instrument with research problem and methodology, type, reason, and developmental procedure of research instrument are described clearly, and the main instrument is supposed to act as human instrument. Instruments can collect quantitative data. The next journal is towards a reconceptualization of teachers' self-efficacy beliefs, tackling enduring problems with the quantitative research and moving on. What is the instrument in this journal? Identifying an instrument here to address the issue of measuring teachers' self-efficacy beliefs in a more specific and nuanced way. They argued that self-efficacy beliefs are task-specific and that more subject-specific instruments could provide a more accurate assessment of teachers' self-efficacy beliefs in literacy teaching. They developed and tested subject-specific items for use with other instruments, and that they were interested in addressing the issue of measuring teachers' self-efficacy beliefs in a more specific and nuanced way. This also led them to develop subject-specific instruments to assess teachers' self-efficacy beliefs in literacy teaching. However, it was mentioned that they were interested in measuring what is referred to as the global construct of teachers' self-efficacy beliefs for literacy teaching. And the next is a synthesis of quantitative research or reading programs for secondary students. And the instruments used in this journal is the identify instrument used is is synthesis of quantitative research on reading programs for secondary school students. Is a systematic review of 69 studies on reading programs for secondary school students. The review was conducted by a team of researchers from the University of Liege, Belgium, and Johns Hopkins University, and aims to identify the most effective approaches to improving reading outcomes for students experiencing reading difficulties in middle and high school. It is designed to minimize review and maximize replication potential in schools that follow this set of inclusion criteria. The next is a quantitative analysis of the relationship between emotional intelligence and foreign language learning. The Emotional Quotient Inventory, or EQI, is a test that checks for emotional intelligence, which means being able to understand and control your feelings. The EQI was used to look at how well students learned a second language by looking at their grades, reading, listening, speaking, and writing. The data showed that some emotional skills were connected to success. This suggests that the EQI could be a useful tool for studying how emotions affect language learning. The next one is discourse markers in academic and non-academic writing of Iranian EFL learners. This essay uses linguistic models like Fraser's taxonomy and statistical tests like the She-Queer to look at how Iranian FL students use discourse markers in their writing. Research is mostly about figuring out what discourse marks mean in both academic and non-academic writing. Essays written by Iranians learning English as a foreign language are gathered, and the Oxford Placement Test or OPT is utilized to confirm comparable levels of skill. This test finds important differences between how discourse marks are used in academic and non-academic writing. Language teachers and students can use these results to better understand and use these linguistic features in their writing. The next one is barrier affecting successful implementation of e-learning in Saudi Arabian universities. What are the instruments used in this journal? The main instrument used in this journal is a survey questionnaire. The questionnaire consists of two parts. The first part includes demographic questions such as association with a learning, gender, college of teaching or studying, e-learning experience, designation, and university name. These questions aim to gather information about the respondent's background and characteristics. The second part of the questionnaire is divided into four dimensions, which are student, instructor, infrastructure, and technology and institutional management. Each dimension represents specific aspects related to e-learning implementation. Within each dimension, there are multiple barrier factors that were derived from the literature review. The respondents are asked to rate the perceived importance of each barrier factor using a 5-point scale, ranging from not important to very important. The survey instrument was designed to assess the barriers to successful implementation of e-learning in Saudi Arabian universities. It was reviewed by experienced staff members to establish its content validity. Additionally, the reliability of the instrument was assessed using Chrome Batch Alpha, which measures the internal consistency of the questionnaire items. The next journal is Get Along with Quantitative Research Process, and the instrument used in this journal is questionnaires, which means that the development and evaluation of questionnaires are discussed, including the importance of avoiding biased questions, confusing words, double barreled questions, double negatives, and improper question ordering. The next one is measurement devices. The importance of ensuring the validity and reliability of measurement devices is emphasized. Phase validity, content validity, criterion validity, and construct validity are discussed as important aspects of measurement device development. The next instrument is sampling methods. Different sampling methods are mentioned, including simple random sampling and systematic random sampling, which are used to select a representative sample from a population. And the next is data analysis techniques. The article mentions the use of descriptive and inferential statistics as well as econometrics concepts for analyzing data and drawing inferences. Overall, the journal emphasizes the importance of using appropriate instruments and techniques to ensure the accuracy and reliability of research findings. The next journal is Usability Testing of Fitness Mobile Application, Methodology and Quantitative Research by Rian Al-Turki and Valerie Guy School of Electrical and Data Engineering, University of Technology, Sydney City, Australia. The author used a usability testing methodology to evaluate the Twazon fitness mobile app. The testing involved recording participants' mobile screens, while they perform 14 tasks on the app, which were the same for all users. The usability test was divided into 5 phases, including an introduction phase, a pre-test questionnaire, a task performance phase, a post-test questionnaire, and a semi-structured interview. The authors also used a set of 7 usability attributes to evaluate the app's effectiveness, efficiency, satisfaction, memorability, errors, learnability, and cognitive load. And the next journal is Assessing Quantitative Research in Accretion Simulations from Local to Global. This paper discusses the use of discretized numerical simulations to study nonlinear MHD turbulence in accretion disks. The authors focus on the need for quantitative predictions and the requirement for spatial grid refinement to achieve numerical convergence. They propose several metrics, including OZ, and OY, to assess the convergence of the magnetic field and the description of non-axisymmetric string in the simulations. The oscillator is based on the linear theory of the magnetorotational instability. It measures the number of cells across the wavelength of the fastest growing vertical wave number mode. A OZ value greater than 6 is suggested to achieve a linear growth rate close to the analytic prediction. The required number of zones per scale height depends on the plasma value and the fraction of the field energy in the vertical component. And yeah, that's all the journal that we have searched before and the instrument that the authors used. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.